Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, we are live.
It's happening. It's really happening. Hello, everybody. Here we are, Afternoon Astonishments. Welcome again. And this is Conjuror Community, the world's best magic club. I hope you guys are members. If you're not, make sure you go and join. At the very least, make sure you click follow. Make sure you hit subscribe. I'm here today with Steve Barcelona,
What's
Adam
up?
Grace, and Adam Grace and Aaron Fisher are on assignment. We will see them very soon. And today we're going to take a look at some of the magic and mentalism of Barrie Richardson. How's it going, Steve?
It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Yeah, Barrie Richardson. That's going to be. I mean, I love his mentalism. It's
He's
really
really
well thought out stuff. You know what I mean?
that's one of the things about Barrie is that I think that the methods that he's created for some of the mentalism that he does, it definitely goes leaps and bounds beyond some of the methods that have come before. Very clever stuff. The one thing about Barrie that can be a little trying is sometimes he has a lot of stories that he weaves in. So for us, looking at the stuff with a magic mind, sometimes you are listening to a parable or two to get to the point of the trick that you're watching. But having said that, still very clever methods and definitely worth studying if you're into doing any of the mind reading stuff. Barrie Richardson is one of the guys you should.
In a way, I think a little bit of that is just inherent in mentalism.
I think it's true.
A little bit of that.
Well, it's definitely a way to be able to connect to people in terms of bringing your life experiences to the performance so that people can see you as a human above and beyond just the performer who's doing these mysterious things. And I think, it's important, you have to have connections, because if there are no connections, no one's going to get to the point where they can go past the connections and start to believe the things that you're performing as anything that could be potentially real. So it's, you have to have that in there, but it's a fine line, before you get to a place where you're sort of oversharing, I feel like Barry's standing on that line sometimes a little bit too much. But having said that, I'm going to go back to what I said a moment ago. Methods are outstanding and totally worth studying. And if you do mentalism, you need to know about Barrie Richardson. So sure. I figure it's best that we just look at some of the things that are easy for us to digest in this format, so we can at least have the discussion and open your mind to who Barrie Richardson is, because he's one of the greats. He's one of the greats. The methodology of his stuff is just some of them are just leaps and bounds ahead of what people had done before him. And, I admire it. So let's start with this first one and have a look. It's a similar theme that you've probably bumped into in mind reading before, but the way Barrie does this makes it so much more streamlined. And I'll tell you this before we get into it, he really doesn't have to think about much when he does this next one. It's really a beautiful, beautiful piece. So let's check this out.
All right.
Okay, I have another movie star. We're going to try to give a little demonstration of thought reading. But we're raising the bar now because there's so many words in the human language. I'm going to just try to find one word. If you would help me come over here and take this paper, open the paper, please. Open it up. And fine, open up a little more. And rip it in half. You don't have to be too neat. Just rip it. Okay, and put them together and rip it again. And rip it again. And rip it again. Okay. Rip it again. That's really good. I'll take these and make these really little pieces, if you'd be so kind. Squish the little pieces all around. That's really good. And try to find one that may have writing on one, so just point to anyone. You can change your mind if you want. Are you happy with that one?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What I want you to do is shut your eyes, put that one over here like it's a little book. Hold it there, shut your eyes now. Put your fingers at the very little edge. All right. Not yet. Just listen to my voice, forget the other people. I'm going to have you open your eyes. Look at a little random piece of paper. I want a word to pop up into your mind. I don't want a word that will embarrass me, or a technical word or a foreign word. A word. Not yet. I snap my fingers. You can close your eyes. Close your eyes. Hold them tighter, please. Close your eyes a little tighter. Open your eyes. Look at the paper. Find one word. Do you see one word? Don't say anything. You see one? Scrunch the paper. Put it down. Bring your hands this way. Both hands. I'm going to be serious. You're going to be serious. I want you to be successful. Say the word in your mind over and over. Don't say it out loud. Over and over. Say it in your mind over and over. Shut your eyes. Say it over and over, please. Company.
Very straightforward. Very straightforward. Did you
And a
notice there was a
little-
couple things that he put in there, huh? Like he called her a movie star, right? When she comes up. I noticed he has a habit of that when he pulls up a beautiful lady. He calls her beautiful or a movie star or both, so that they are just boosted and they feel great about being on stage with them. It's really a great thing.
It's a real privilege of being an older gentleman. I'm getting there real soon.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah, that's very straightforward take on the newspaper test. I mean, and it had like a very strange air to it. You know what I mean? Not in a negative way, just different. Just very strange kind of feeling to it. But it was pretty good. I mean, not pretty good. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, it's very straightforward, and methodology wise, there's like nothing really to do. It's like as clean as it can be for one of those kind of tricks. Like usually you have to like learn a whole system to be able to do a thing like that, This is like right to the meat, it's really good, really smart. Yeah. So you might have seen a routine like this next one before. In fact, we almost got into, I just didn't have enough footage when we did the last of Bob Cassidy. Bob Cassidy has a similar routine to this next one. And I think a lot of mentalists have a pseudo memory stunt that they do like this, where they're, basically remembering a bunch of objects, and then they come back and show how effective and how lightning fast their memory can be on specific things if they use a specific way of going about it. And I remember this being on the market and being extremely popular. It's a thing called Quartet. So this is a wonderful, wonderful stand-up piece of magic that uses 4 spectators in a platform situation or, in a living room. It's a really just a cool, solid piece of entertainment that lasts, like 5-10 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes or so. I can't remember the exact count on it, but it's just a solid piece of entertainment that just, I think, strengthens any sort of mind reading or any sort of thing where you're like getting thoughts or getting impressions. If you can have a thing that demonstrates another part of your mind being super strong, like memory like this, I think it just supports all of the rest of it and lifts it up. You know what I mean?
Genius effect.
Yeah. Let's check this out. Let's check out Quartet.
See what we just said? That was a good handshake. And what a great lesson, particularly for women, to learn to look someone in the eye and really give a handshake. And a lot of men, too, Okay, we're going to do a demonstration, which you're all going to be involved in. And it involves memory. I happen to have a terrible natural memory. And as I get older, I really need my wife. Where are my glasses? And I get even lost in my own town. I go to the shopping center and I can't find my car. Has that happened to anyone? All right. So what we're going to do is to show how your mind works. And we can continue after the lunch to see what's involved. And our special gift is our gift to put pictures in our mind. That's creativity. And we can run experiments in our mind. Sometimes it makes us sick because we keep on going over the bad thing. All right, so we start off like this. And I want you to really do a good job of shuffling these and do a real good job of shuffling these. Now, what I'm going to do and have done is that I am going to convert these cards into dramatic pictures in my mind. And this started when I had detached retinas and I couldn't see. This is back in the 60s before they had modern surgery. So I would lie in the bed and I would give a name to each card. So I've been doing it for a long time. So when I see like a card, the 8 of clubs, I don't see the 8 of clubs. I see it as money. So it's automatic, okay? These are thoroughly mixed?
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to help me. I want you to give these like a little shuffle too. Yours are mixed.
Yes.
How many have ever studied artificial memory? Anyone? Yes. Give these a little shuffle. They're mixed. They're mixed. I'm going to look at these cards. I'd appreciate right now if you don't move, don't do anything. These are my friends. I've looked at them. Put all the diamonds together, all the clubs together, all the hearts together, all the spades together. There's a card. There's a cat. There's a big diamond. There's someone dabbing himself. Put all the diamonds together, clubs together, hearts together, spades together. There's a sandbox. There's a little doggy. There's Uncle Sam. There's a harp. There's a keg. Put all the diamonds together, all the clubs together, all the hearts together. Please. All right. Now, you can do this. It's as if I've gone to a party. I enter a house that has 4 rooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, and friends are in different rooms. Let's be clear what I am not doing. I am not memorizing the cards in sequence. All I'm doing is entering a house right now. These are 4 different rooms. I went to the rooms and looked around, looked at my friends in each room. I made no conscious effort to say, except I know I'm in that room. Are you with me? Diamonds, clubs, hearts, spades. Diamonds, clubs, hearts, spades. Take your diamonds. Just take the diamonds out first. I'm going to have you please stand right here. I'm going to have you stand right over here. I'm going to have you stand right here. All right, I'm entering the house. Now, what I'm going to do is not polite. I'm going to point. And when I point to that person, I'm like a band conductor. When I point to that person, I want you to take that card and throw it up in the air, and you can anticipate where I'm coming. So we start off slowly. I've entered the house. Now I'm just looking for the diamonds. It's like someone saying, oh, have you seen Barrie Richardson, my wife? Oh, yeah, I saw her. She's in the kitchen. I know what room she's in. Are you with me? So here we go. I'm looking for the ace of diamonds. The ace of diamonds over here, please. Up, you dropped it to the floor. 2 diamonds over here, please. Three of diamonds over here, please. I'm sorry, 3 of diamonds over here, please. 4 diamonds here, please. 5 of diamonds over here, please. 6 of diamonds over here, please. 7 diamonds over here, please. 7 diamonds over here, please. We're getting warmed up. I believe 8 of diamonds here, please. 9 of diamonds over here, please. Thank you. 10 of diamonds over here, please. Jack of diamonds here, please. Queen of diamonds over there. And King of diamonds right here. Okay, now we're warming up. No. No, I'm going. No. Take your clubs. Got your clubs? Got our clubs? 8 clubs here, please. 2 clubs here, please. 3 clubs over here. 4 clubs over here. 5 right here. 6 clubs here, please. 7 clubs over here. No, 7 clubs over here, please. 8 clubs over here. 9 clubs over here, please. 10 clubs over here. Jack clubs over here. Queen of clubs and king clubs right there. Let's take the hearts. Take the hearts. Put the hearts in front of us. Got the hearts in front of us. I'm looking for the ace of hearts. Ace of hearts here, please. 2 of hearts here, please. 3 of hearts here, please. 4 of hearts over here, please. 5 hearts right there, please. I believe 6 of hearts here, please. 7 hearts over here, please. 8 of hearts here, please. 9 of hearts over here. 10 of hearts over here. Jack of hearts over here. Queen of hearts over here. And king right there. And let's do the spades. Let's do the spades. Pull the spades in front of us. How are we going? Ace of spades over here, please. 2 of spades over here. 3 over here. 4 over here, please. 5 spades over here, please. a 6 spades, or 7 spades over here, 8 spades over here, 9 spades over here, 10 of spades, jack of spades, please, queen of spades over here, and king, and there we go.
Great.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
and
that's
I love
that.
all the misses totally strengthen it, because that first one he's going super slow, like almost like he's pulling teeth, right?
Right.
Picks up the pace as he's moving through. Great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so fun. I mean, we've seen so many. I mean, the Chen Canasta that does that similar thing it's just so strong. It's so strong.
It looks like you're looking through their eyes, and what an effect.
So good, so good.
Real. It seems like it's just plausible enough that it's just believable enough that you're on the ride going, how is he doing this? It's so good.
Right. Yeah.
So good. Beautiful piece. Just a beautiful piece of magic. Well, let's round it out with something else that Barrie's sort of famous for, and got a lot of attention for this thing. It's an old idea, and Barrie just sort of modernized it, and it's just a beautiful piece for stage, and it's a real fooler. This one might fool you, and it might be one that's worth talking about in the after show. So let's take a look at this one.
You have been such a nice audience, and I learned from a very important person to me, who had very little, that you can do things when you don't have very much. And one thing you can do is give people a smile. It doesn't cost you anything. Unlike if I give you an apple, I don't have an apple. But if I give you a smile, if I give you an affirmation, if I say you really have gorgeous eyes and I mean it, it doesn't cost me anything, and I've given something. And this happens to people that make music. If they make music, which God made me that I don't really hear music the way you do. But if you hear music, your soul can sing. And you now own that, and that's with you. And that's also true for poetry. And poetry is a way to capture a lot. That's what a song really is. To capture a lot in a little. It's very economic. And best poetry is universal. It's understood by people everywhere, any place. We'll do more of that later. So for you, a demonstration. Would you fill this up a little bit more? My glass up a little bit more. Just fill it up. Amy Dickinson, who may end up being one of the most important poets of the 20th century, who was a hermit, and they just discovered another 150 of her poems, and she's appreciated around the world, said this: we never know how high we are. She was just a little thing. We never know how high we are, not physical height. We never know how high we are till we are called to rise. I don't want to be in the back of the bus. We never know how high we are till we are called to rise. Who calls you? We never know how high we are, says Amy Dickinson, until we are called to rise. And then, if we're in good form, our statures reach the skies. Oh, the heroisms we'd recite would be a daily thing, did not ourselves, not our rabbi, not our priest, not our mother, did not ourselves our cubits warp for fear to be a king, for fear to be a queen. And if we're one place in life, we have the right to change. So I could have been born Presbyterian, and I could end up loving Judaism. I could be born, I could be in a marriage which is horrible and bad for everyone. I have the right to choose to be something else. I could be a job that pays me a lot but doesn't fill me up. I can choose that. I can choose so much in my life without hurting others in most cases. But anytime we make a choice, there's a risk. Anytime I do a demonstration, there's a risk. And for you, my friends, see what that means. Come to the edge. But it's so high. Come to the edge. But I might fall. Come to the edge. So she came. And he pushed her. And she flew.
Pretty great.
Liquid kills people.
It's pretty great.
You know?
That's an outstanding piece of magic, man. That's
liquid gets you every time.
Right.
It really does.
How do you explain that? It's like the hydrostatic glass. Like, what happened there? What is going on?
Like, yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. It's pretty cool, man.
It's an impossible feat. And you know, there's a lot of preamble to get to it, but the effect, boy, what a knockout.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I love that.
This one might be worth, let's discuss this one in the after show. Let's break this one apart. 'Cause this is, that's a good trick.
What is the after show, Alex?
Well, the after show is where we go and talk after we're done broadcasting here on YouTube. And we hang out with all the members of Conjuror Community and talk shop. On YouTube, it's not cool to talk methods about magic. It's just not, it's probably not cool to talk about it anywhere. I mean, that's why we have a magic club, so that we can talk about magic. And, the thing that we all love, we're all trying to get better at all the time. We have a place where it's safe to talk about those things and just, be better magicians. So
right on.
Think about Conjuror Community. If you've never thought about a magic club before, it might be your jam. And do us a favor. Make sure you hit the follow, you hit the subscribe. That way, the next time we at least go live with another one of these. But anyway, thanks for joining us today. We hope to see you next time when we do another one of these afternoon